Rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Blue Sky. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 189. Coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Supergirl, the technically fourth installment in James Gunn's DC universe, counting the shows, Creature Commandos, Superman, Peacemaker, Supergirl, if I'm not mistaken. A reboot of the 1984 Helen Slater starring classic, sarcasm. It stars Millie Alcock, Matthias Schoenaerts, Jason Momoa, David Krumholtz, Emily Beecham, David Cornsweet, and Krypto. It is directed by Craig Gillespie, and I did not look up the movies that he has previously directed off top of my head. I know that he's done Mr. Woodcock and I, Tanya. It's an L on me. I should have definitely, because he's got some shit. He's got some shit. He's got some really good movies, and I just forgot to do the research. You got Kara Zor-El, and she is Kal-El's cousin. She was, for my knowledge and what I feel like was depicted, she wasn't born when Kal-El went to Earth. But I've always thought in lore, she was already like a teenager and got trapped in the Phantom Zone or whatever, right? That's not what happens here. She is not born, but you know how like Argo City or whatever is preserved like among like the destruction of Krypton. Her dad, also a scientist, finds a way to preserve the city. She's born within all of that. When that plan goes left, she is then sent to Earth. So it's not like, I think, like the historical, like comic accuracy of, so like she has witnessed the destruction of her home and her loved ones and everything. So she lives with a bit of resentment. She knows about the Yellow Sun. You've seen Superman that came out last year. She parties on Red Sun worlds so she can feel the liquor. She is Krypto's owner. In the movie, in the movie last year, Superman, Kal-El is babysitting, dog sitting, and when something happens with his dog, you don't want to tell your cousin, hey, like, your dog was a victim of this, so he did what he did because of Krypto. Krypto, again, is put in danger in this movie, and while, Krem of the Yellow Hills is just basically this evil dude who takes what he wants and hurts whoever he has to get what he wants. He does this to this young girl who is seeking revenge. Her and Kara cross paths, and, ipso facto, harm to dog, they both have a common goal. While, of course, I was looking forward to this movie, and I did enjoy this movie, it doesn't feel fresh. And that's probably my biggest, foul about it. Millie Alcock is great. I haven't seen House of the Dragon, but as Kara, as Supergirl, she's great. And like I've said on social media a few times, the line, Clark sees the good in people, I see the truth. That's fire. I love it. Clark Kent, Kal-El, is a naive, Kansas, Smallville-raised farm boy who was raised that all people are good and, pull your punches, basically. Kara, I don't know if in this universe she's going to be Danvers. In the 80s movie, she wasn't even Kara, as far as I know. Well, she was Kara at home. She wasn't Kara on Earth. I just don't understand why the Linda Lee in the 80s movie, that movie was boring as fuck. This movie is very good, very enjoyable. Flawed though. the creme de la creme of the Yellow Hills was just not a menacing or memorable villain. And the villain X killed my family, I want revenge, you know, like Rob Reiner adapted that shit 40 years ago. You know, Indigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die. Like, the little homie, the little teenage homie that was with Supergirl was basically Indigo Montoya. So it's like, the revenge for the family plot has been done before. And it's fine here. It's I didn't love it. So like, villain and subplot just didn't stick it for me. You know what I'm saying? This movie is carried by the Millie Alcock performance. And just young, early 20s, just wants to have fun. And when you're super powered on Earth, the yellow sun heals you and prevents you from being intoxicated, inebriated, whatever. You gonna go to those yellow sun planets. This movie does a very good job at giving us Krypton backstory. I thought that was very cool. I thought she had to kind of go on this like self-discovery, like Clark Kal-El wants her on Earth, settling in, finding her way like he did. And she is kind of fighting that destiny, and it's not really hit upon, but you just know watching it and the growth of her character, that's something that she is going to go through. And that's cool, because this is a space-centric story. Like, none of the action, none of the protagonist and antagonist is on Earth. And that's cool, because it's just like, why doesn't Superman just come in and clean house? Because he's not there. He's on Earth, she's not. So it was cool to not use Superman as a crutch, even though he is in the movie. No post-credits, no mid-credits. Jason Momoa is Lobo. Useless. I think the whole time, as soon as 10 years ago, he was cast as Aquaman. Why not just cast him as Lobo? His personality is Lobo already. So Lobo, Jason Momoa as Lobo, is in this movie just to show, hey, we did it. We cast Momoa as Lobo. It's perfect casting, and he's Lobo. I don't remember his name, like the dude, the big guy, whatever. I don't remember if he even says it in the movie. So he take him out of the movie, nothing changes. The sole purpose for Jason Momoa in this movie is, hey guys, we finally cast Momoa as Lobo, get off our backs. So like, it's a good time, it's entertaining. You're gonna see every single blue check mark movie reporting outlet say that this is a misfire. They're not. They wanted this shit to fail before they even saw it. You can tell in the headlines, because the funny thing I'm seeing is a lot of these Twitter blue check mark, I know movies, I have a blue check mark, people, they're trying to use the Snyderverse now as something that they weren't bashing 10 years ago. Since Man of Steel, no reporting outlet, whatever news source has liked the DC movies, maybe except for the original Wonder Woman. And now it's all like, Zack Snyder had such a good thing going, this is such a dud, this is another forgettable. Like, no, it's not, bro. Like, and they're comparing it to the Marvels, so I'll compare it to the Marvels. Y'all motherfuckers wanted the Marvels to fail as soon as Brie Larson stood up for what she believed in. Y'all motherfuckers want this to fail because it's another strong, dope, powerful woman beating up dudes. Dude, like, go cry in a corner, man. Like, who hurt you? This is a good-ass, fun-ass movie. In my opinion, not as good as last year's Superman, but the interest, and it doesn't really do a lot of universe building, but it is a one-off, and it sets up a sequel that should do a lot of universe building, in my opinion. So hopefully Warner Brothers doesn't pull another Snyderverse thing and interfere with James Gunn's vision. Let the sequels come out, let the universe expand, let October come around, let August come around, let's see what Lanterns is going to do, let October come around, let's see what Clayface is going to do, and hopefully, because like, in my opinion, James Gunn and Warner Brothers need to do what Marvel did 12, 13 years ago when Thor: The Dark World wasn't universally praised and loved. They stuck to their guns. Captain America Winter Soldier came out. Ironically, Guardians of the Galaxy came out. Everything felt right. You know what I'm saying? If you don't my point is, go see this movie, form your own opinion. Positive, negative, somewhere in between. It's your opinion. Don't listen to somebody who didn't watch it through your eyes and say a movie sucks. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Supergirl is almost dope. Have you seen Supergirl, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between. Let me know. I put up reviews last week for Toy Story 5. The week before that was Disclosure Day. I feel like I'm forgetting something. In the next day or two, in the morning, the plan is to go watch and review Jackass, best and last. They say so until 6 comes out in like 3 years. Next weekend, not on release day, but next weekend, 4th of July weekend, I want to watch Minions and Monsters, and then Moana the week after that. We're in July, we're in the third quarter. Rec League podcast in the next day or two, Monday-ish. The plan is to drop a third quarter preview, July, August, September. We'll be looking forward to what looks like shit. And then we'll go back-to-back weekends, and the following episode will probably spoiler recap Toy Story, Supergirl, and Minions. Be on the lookout, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.